to turn it off before we get kicked off of YouTube or have the video muted. Back at it. Yesterday was Tuesday, today's Wednesday. Yesterday's session was an upper body session. Basically just did bench press and some upper body kind of bodybuilding movements. Today we're gonna be doing some Olympic lifting, hang snatches, and back squats is basically the session today. Starting off with jumping again. For this training phase that I'm in right now, we're gonna be doing some variation of box jumps about 3 days a week right now. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are gonna be kind of like my main training days. Tuesdays and Saturdays are gonna be upper body strength, accessory type stuff. So I'll probably try to film my Monday, Wednesday, Friday sessions and get those out as often as possible. But because we're doing box jumps 3 times a week, I don't want to do the same version of that 3 times a week and just keep hammering those box jumps. So on Monday, I'm going to do some sort of like approach jump. So the last video you guys see, I kind of like walk into that box jump. I call that just an approach jump, meaning that you're not going to be going from a static position. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Mondays. Wednesdays, I'm going to be doing some variation of single leg box jumps. So today I'm going to be doing a kneeling jump, 1 leg at a time. So we'll do 5 sets of 3 reps on each leg. I'm going to be doing it from a floating heel, just meaning that I'm going to use a plate, and you guys will see this. My toe will be on the plate, but my heel will be floating. That way I'm pushing through just the ball of my foot, kind of putting myself into a little bit better position to create some force. This is one of those jumps that looks really cool for Instagram, but it's also one of those things that I think is very beneficial. Going from a deep knee angle, deep hip angle into that kind of explosion. The reason I'm doing that today is because we have back squats. So although jumping kind of warms up for the hang snatch and gets your body kind of firing, ready to move things fast, I'm using a deeper angle today to kind of produce force from that lower end range on that leg on each of those jumps. Because I'm also going to be doing back squats, so it kind of mimics the same angles that I'll be hitting later on in my strength session as well. So same setup. I've got total number of reps that I need to do for each of these movements, except for the box jump. The box jump is 5 sets of 3 and 3. But snatches, I've got hang snatches today. I've got to do 15 reps at 115. And anywhere between 1 to 3 reps per set. Same setup as before. I'm gonna try to do these in 3s and knock them out as crisp as possible. If any of those reps feel shaky, we stop the set there, take that rep, that whatever I didn't do, let's say I did 1 or 2 reps and it felt shaky, then we take those extra reps and we just put them back at the end and do them later. And then back squats today, I got 24 reps at 190. So I can do those anywhere between sets of 4 to 6. I'm gonna try to bust those out in 6s, or at least that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do. But I know that these 90-second rest periods on the snatches are a little bit more tougher. I don't have clean and jerks to do today, so I think I should be feeling better. That's gonna be the goal, knock those out in 6s, and then we'll finish off with some glute ham raises and some regular accessory stuff. So not a lot to do in terms of movements. I only got 4 things to do: box jump, snatch, squat, and glute ham raises, but a lot of volume, short rest periods again today, and it's gonna be a fun one. So I'm gonna set up, warm up a little bit for these jumps, get after it, and then we're gonna knock it out.
Deadly is dirty, my fingers is burnt after a powder. I might take a sip, I might things, I love him to death. Good as first class and my niggas ain't shit. That's just put the rollie right back on praying like this. They act like 2 legends cannot go in.
Box jumps are done. I like that variation on the box jumps a lot. Like doing single leg stuff. It's just a cool variation to do on any of those jumps. We're gonna get ready for some snatches. I gotta warm up to 115 on the hang snatch. Okay, this is the hardest part of the day, is getting the knee sleeves on. Knee sleeves are the best right after you wash them. I washed these last night. They're always, one, they're fresh, they don't smell like they normally do. Two, they're always a little bit more stiff when you bring them out of the washer. So, or bring them out of the dryer. So I feel like they're always a little bit better. So anytime I know I have like a big lift coming up or anything like that, I always wash my knee sleeves because I want them to be a little bit stiffer. I wash, okay. There we go. Wash your knee sleeves, people. One, because it just smells bad. It only takes a couple sessions for them to smell bad too, because this neoprene material is very absorbent. And 1 to 2 sessions, that sweat stays in those knee sleeves and it just smells bad. So, all right, we're gonna warm up, get ready for some snatches. And then we got sets of 1 to 3, 115. We'll knock them out. Snatches is done. I kept them all power because I was warming up power and it just felt good. So got sloppy on like that third set. I did 2, third one fell off, ended up dropping it forward. So then I rested at 90 seconds. I did that 1 rep just to make it crisp. Rested 90 seconds and then I finished off with doubles and I had 1 rep left at the end, so I had 1 single to do at the back on the backside there. So I'm gonna take about 3 to 4 minutes, chill, start warming up on the back squat. Got 24 total reps in sets of 3 to 6. I'm gonna try to start off with 6s and just see how it goes. That 90-second rest is probably gonna be brutal at 190. So the ambition in me is saying let's go 6 reps every set. The 90 seconds and knowing how it's gonna feel, saying we might be dropping that down to 3s and 4s when we get to the last couple sets. I was warming up, 4s felt good. I started off doing 5s and 6s as I was warming up, and then as the bar got heavier, I don't want to be grinding out that last rep on every set. I want them to be a little bit quicker and more crisp. So I started doing 4s at 170, felt good. This is gonna be my first set at 190, and then 90-second rest in between. Hopefully it feels as good as the 170 did. Not bad. All right, 90 seconds and rinse and repeat. Okay. Six sets of 4 were good. Felt crisp on everything, felt really good. Trying to stay as upright as possible. I've been working on my squat a little bit, trying to change up where my feet are at just a little bit to kind of open up the hips a little bit more as I get down to the bottom of each squat. So I am sweating my ass off right now. I do feel like this block is going to set me up for some really good training in about 12 weeks or so. So this is going to be a 6-week kind of accumulation phase where we're just trying to build that base level of fitness and set yourself up for better intensification phases later on. This is just day 3 and I've already feeling like the volume is something that I needed. I've been doing a lot of strength work. Switching it up, doing that volume short rest period is a great way to just change things up, kind of reset, refocus. So now I got glute ham raises. I've got 4 sets of 3 RIR, which means 3 reps in reserve, which means I'm gonna do as many reps as I can, stay 3 reps shy of failure. I love doing hamstring work. You should be training your hamstrings regardless of what sport you're doing. And granted, this is like an off-season suggestion. You should be training your hamstrings twice a week. Once should be kind of a hip dominant hamstring training movement. So some variation of you could do stiff leg deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, you could do them single leg, you can do some variation of a hip hinge that's going to be focused on the hamstring. And then you should have 1 day of training where you're gonna be doing some sort of knee flexion focus on your hamstring training. So you're training the hamstrings at length, and then you're training the hamstrings in their shortened position. So you're looking at, you could do Nordics, you could do glute ham raises, you could do lying leg curls, you could do banded leg curls, you could do anything that's going to be knee flexion dominant when you're training the hamstring. So using the glute ham developer, the way that the machine was actually developed, not doing sit-ups on it. So that's gonna be what I'm doing next. I'm gonna set it up and then I'll show you guys kind of why using a GHR or the glute ham developer is going to be an easier option for you if you don't have Nordics or if you don't have a good way to set Nordics up and you do have a GHD. All right, so the reason why GHDs or glute ham raises are a good option for those that don't have a Nordic setup or that can't do Nordics is because this pad here is the reason why this makes it a lot easier. So when you're doing regular Nordics, your knee is going to be on the floor or on some sort of a flat surface, and as you lean forward, that knee is the point in which you're going to be pivoting off of. So it's a knee flexion movement as you're going through. When you do this on a GHD, the knee starts as the pivot. As you extend yourself forward, that pivot point starts to go up your thigh because now you're going to be on top of the pad versus on top of your knee. So you start off here, you're going to be extending through the knee, but that pivot point is now going to be rolling its way up to the middle of your thigh. So as soon as you start to pull yourself back up, you're pulling from a shortened position, which is going to make that lever a little bit easier to pull yourself up versus doing a GH or doing a Nordic on the ground, where when you're extending yourself forward, you're going to be pulling your entire torso and upper leg from that knee position, which makes the movement a little bit more difficult. So these are a great option to do if you don't have, like I said, a great Nordic setup, or if you can't do Nordics, you want to work that eccentric and concentric motion. The GHD is a good option for that. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be filming my session later on this week on Friday. Some clean pulls. We got some jerks and things to do. So I'm going to be trying to get 2 to 3 videos out a week I know I can get 2. If I get 3, we'll just count that as a bonus. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next one.